yeah, I think what you're leading into is like, why is that important in our case?
Well, because like we were saying earlier that when you're interacting with a traditional game, you're interacting with a company. So when there's fees for whatever function that you want to do, like Axie, those fees go to that company. And so our premise, our thesis is essentially that those fees would go to the community instead. And so when you're breeding a Rovi, you are paying for the construction of a new Rovi, but that payment is going to the community member that owns that meta. And so to be specific, if I turn around here and I show you what that breeding meta looks like, it's this device where your Rovi is going to walk in and you're going to interact with it, and that Rovi is going to be quote unquote replicated. So you're going to breed a new Rovi using this device. And so there's a cost associated with it. That cost gets distributed to whoever owns that meta. And there's an incentive for the owner of this meta to talk about Rovis, to say, hey, if you got a Rovi and you want to replicate, come to my land, right? Come to my Roviverse, or come to my location in Decentraland. And so now what you have is a community who is hosting the game itself. And that I believe, and well, actually we believe, that is more sustainable than buying land, paying, all these people to make something on your land and then have the burden of marketing it all the time. Does that make sense, Iman?
Correct. Axie isn't yet distributing fees to users, but much of the value of their token is due to speculation on a DAO distributing that pot of gold to AXS holders. Correct. Yeah, so I think Axie's picked up on the value of distributing more value to the ecosystem. Of course, I mean, that's always the end goal of every, I think, crypto project, or at least the right one. So I'm not surprised that the speculation is heading towards that direction, and who knows whether or not they're going to follow through with it. But if they do, oh, somebody said something enrolled. Hello, Covenant. But yeah, so we're kind of like skipping through that speculation phase, and we're immediately deploying it into our game ecosystem with these metas. And it's not just for the breeding meta; it's going to be the same case for any crafting meta that is being hosted in the metaverse. Everything that requires an interaction is going to have, cost association with it, because that's how you build an economy. You play the game to acquire your resources and to eventually spend those resources, by engaging with these metas. And in order to incentivize people to want to host them, they have to receive their fair end of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anybody want to respond to Covenant? Let them know that we're all here.
Or mute your tab there.
Trunks. Yeah, I've suggested Corb yesterday regarding the need of an official Rovi Telegram.
Oh yeah. We talked about that. Okay, yeah. So I agree, Trunks. We do need a Rovi Telegram. I don't understand why people use Telegram. I don't understand it. It's a wasteland of time wasted. But I do get it. There's like a huge population on Telegram, so I get it. It's just, man, that's a pain to kind of maintain.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of our community activity is going to definitely be on Discord. But yeah, the case you made yesterday that to have an official Telegram just to for the potential people to create scam accounts to minimize that, so that way people know what the official one is.
But the thing is, I don't know if that's a good reason, and I'm not saying we shouldn't do it, but I don't think a scam account is a good reason to have an account, because even if you have an account, there's still tons of scam accounts.
It's true, but I mean, it's one way of battling it, in the sense like, people should become aware, which if we do our jobs right, that there is an official Telegram account.
Yeah.
So any information coming from another account that's not official, like it's not true.
Yeah. So for you guys,
we understand that, and we're going to do it. So there's really no debate to be had.
It's just done. We're just thinking out loud here. So for everyone listening, there's going to be a chance to win a Rovi. So stay tuned. We're just going to kind of talk about like what Rovi is, and for anyone new listening, like why we're doing this. What's the whole point? And hopefully, we can talk about sort of our ideologies and our expectations of what we think the metaverse should be, and sort of align that with the community, and kind of compare notes as to what we're expecting from not only just the metaverse, but also the Rovi game. So if you guys can, make sure you go to this link in Decentraland, and we'll show you what these metas look like, at least for now. And then you can kind of see, what the end result is going to be. So a lot of this stuff has already been built, and it's just really a matter of piecing all these different pieces together. It's because a lot of the gameplay is already existing in a game that we built, Corona Zombies, right? And so we're just taking elements of that, putting it together, and then you're going to have battle bots in Decentraland, and then battle bots in Roviverse. So of course, if we sell out, then everybody's going to get a Roviverse land. And so what's cool about that? So if I guess if you guys know, I've seen some of these productions. I'm operating at 10 frames per second, so ignore that. But if you're in the world and you're seeing this entire tower and the content within those towers are running games, these are all metas. And what's cool about the Roviverse and the whole point of what we're doing and the showcase of Rovi is that those metas that you see here and metas throughout Decentraland, all of them are deployable in the Roviverse. And so what does that mean? So who cares, right? Well, the big deal here is that first, metas are NFTs, and everybody keeps talking about interoperability. But there's no clear way as to how anyone is doing it. And so what we're showing is the actual implementation of interoperability between metaverses. And so you're going to have the Roviverse, which you guys are going to get a land airdrop. But the existing metas on MetaZone are, if you have them, are also deployable in the Roviverse. And thereby completing that interoperability that so many people are talking about that have no idea what they're saying, at least in my opinion. What do you think about that, Iman?
Yeah.
I got a confirmation. Thank you, Iman.
Yeah. I don't know if they don't know what they're saying. It's just like, to achieve what it is you're saying is incredibly difficult. So, I mean, a lot of people, maybe they're just not aware of the actual true nature of an interoperable metaverse, but clearly that's the desirable end game. So yeah, we're definitely taking initial steps to get there.
But I think that's
by making the metas and the Rovies themselves cross metaverse deployable. So that's definitely our goal and where we're headed.
Yeah.
Let's get back to talking about so I keep disconnecting from Decentraland for some reason, but I'm running back up to the tower. We have two metas here. So we've talked enough about the replicator meta, but the one right next to it actually got a whole lot smaller. Who adjusted that? Was that you?
No, it's definitely Oscar.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I said the scales were off a little bit, and then I was right. So. Okay,
cool. So a lot of you guys who've already participated in the pre-sale are probably familiar with this contraption, this machinery. This is the transporter, right? And we've been saying when you buy a transporter, well, first of all, when you buy a Rovi, which about 150 or so of you guys already have during the pre-sale, you're not actually buying just the PFP character of the Rovi like most projects, right? You're buying a PFP avatar. You're buying the PNG image of that character, and that's it. In the Rovi's case, you're actually buying this transporter first. So that's what this vehicle is. The box with the pink glass transparency to it.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been saying this is just phase one of a 3-step process to unlocking your Rovi, right? So when you open this transporter, you're going to open a supercharger, which unfortunately is not in this transporter yet, but you've all seen it. It's the box within the box.
Yes.
Right. But within that supercharger is going to be the actual Rovi that you eventually unbox once the September 2nd sale is done. So yeah, there's a 3-step process to unlocking your Rovi, but the beauty of it is each box, the transporter, the supercharger, and the Rovi, they're all three of them are NFTs. All three of them are deployable in the metaverse, specifically Decentraland. And the transporter and the supercharger themselves will be metas that all of you guys are going to own and will have access to deploy on your land.
Yeah.
Whether it's in Decentraland or in the Rovi Matrix metaverse. That eventually all you guys are also going to get a land parcel for that metaverse as well. So I think that's definitely something that's not understood yet, because that's why we're trying to do our best to educate everybody on like what metas are, what MetaZone does. So I think once that's understood, yeah, you're getting 3 NFTs, you're getting the game content. This one in particular, the transporter that we're looking at, it serves a specific function, right? Like this is going to become the storage unit for in-game assets that you accrue through the game. You're going to have to come to these transporters to store your goods and to eventually convert them onto on-chain assets.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
So, I mean, again, this is, and it comes with the whole Rovi package. Like you're going to be able to host this content for other players to engage with or yourself, you know, and of course there needs to be a big number of these because the metaverse is a vast space. So you want them to be readily accessible no matter where you are in the metaverse. There should be a transporter nearby, right? So that's the value of you owning and hosting these transporters. And then the supercharger, another utility function, it's going to allow you to charge your Rovies.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's going to be battle locations all over the metaverse. So there needs to be places to charge your Rovies all over the place. It's a very similar problem to Tesla, right? You're going to release a freaking energy car movement. You better have battery chargers all over the world.
That's right. Yeah.
In order for these cars to exist. So it's kind of like the same concept.
Yeah. And then ultimately, once you unbox the supercharger, then out comes your Rovi. So let's summarize the sequence of events. So when you open the transporter, right? That's the first box that the 150 you received. Once you open that, you lock your random Rovi, right? It's set. And everything is procedurally generated. And so here's the most important thing about this call today. So we had several conversations about this, and we're trying to figure out ways to do what we're about to talk about, right? And ultimately, because everything is procedurally generated, the day that you're allowed to open the transporter box is the day that anybody can mint the first random Rovi. Well, specifically is the day that anyone can get the first mint of the supercharger, to be specific. And then, of course, the day that you can open the supercharger is the day that anybody can get the first mint of a Rovi. Now, do people care about first mints? Some people do, some people don't. Ultimately, in the game's case, in the gameplay itself, right, having the first Rovi or the last Rovi really doesn't matter. Ultimately, from a gameplay perspective, is what that RNG roll is going to yield when you unbox the Rovi itself.
Yep.
So
what's in the box? Nice meme, TJ.
Yeah.
So by the way, we do have a meme channel. TJ seems to be leading the meme movement. Definitely contribute to the memery if you guys can, because I love seeing them.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So
I have the worst RNG luck unboxing.
that doesn't
Hopefully
sound
that luck
right.
changes, dude.
Dude, Juxon's super lucky.
Yeah, well, maybe not unboxing. He's definitely lucky when it comes to giveaway bots. I know that.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, we are going to deploy one here with within the next 10 minutes or so. But also keeping one in supercharger is mint condition. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You want to speak more on that concept, like, because it is kind of like, it feels weird in the digital sense, like applying that same mindset, like, you know, an unopened transporter will be considered mint.
Yeah.
Mint condition 10 years from now. You know what I mean?
It's true.
No thoughts on that, Will?
No, I totally agree. I think that's sort of what we wanted to do, and give, I guess, the owner of these transporters the option to open or keep it closed. Who knows what really that means, in the sense that maybe it's more valuable when it's kept closed, or I don't know. It's to be determined, I suppose. I don't think there's any way to kind of like design one way or another. Ultimately, I think it's more valuable that Rovies become playable, and there's a play to earn element to it. That I believe that's more valuable, and but it's to be seen, I suppose.
Do you get land airdrop regardless if it's open or unopened transporter?
That's a good question.
Yeah, the answer is for sure. Yeah, there's no reason not to. If you own a transporter, that address is going to. I mean, whether you open it or not, I mean, you're an early supporter to this project, so of course you're going to be.
Yeah. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about the implications that when you open the transporter and then open the supercharger, you got 3 NFTs. So that's three wallets that could exist. So maybe it's just down to just where the Rovi is, and not necessarily the transporter or the supercharger. Does that make sense, man? What I'm saying?
Well, if there's only a Rovi, where Rovi is only exists when you open it, right? So
yeah, but if that Rovi's in the transporter or in the supercharger,
I see. Yeah. Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah, because otherwise, then that's a big land airdrop. If everybody opens their boxes and then they split all those NFTs into separate wallets, I mean, that's a huge land airdrop.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be limited to where exactly the Rovi is itself.
Yep. So yeah, these initial first 2 metas and the land, like I think these are just like first case scenarios of obvious airdrops that are going to come from owning a Rovi, and potentially there's more. We already kind of have, the wearables in development. Based off of you guys, like a week ago, we had a community call. You guys definitely love the idea of having wearables for Rovis. And I think we're also, part of the gameplay is these Rovis are going to wield weapons.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if that falls in the same category of a wearable or not, but it's definitely more assets within the ecosystem itself, right? So, how we plan to distribute all these different assets, it's to be determined. It's still too early to say, but for sure, there's a lot more potential for airdrop-like activity for Rovi holders, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess there's a question here. Is everything in place to give us the land on the 4th of September? What do you think, man?
Is everything in place?
Well, technically,
I would think so. From a technical standpoint,
yeah,
I don't think there's any difficulty in doing that. It's just everything in place for as soon as everybody receives their land. In the event that Rovi sell out, like, will everybody immediately be able to enter the Rovi Matrix metaverse and start engaging in that content? Probably not that quickly.
Yeah,
but it shouldn't be far off. Because like we said, the beauty of MetaZone is like all this content that you're seeing here is going to be interoperable, meaning like there should be no shortage of deployable content on your land.
Yeah.
And then of course we're going to incentivize and motivate the community of creators to generate more Rovi content, because we want your land to be as like customizable as you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there needs to be more Rovi content creation.
Yeah, and it's actually a good question for multiple reasons, because let's assume in a scenario where it is sold out September 4th, I think what we want to do is we want to have an unboxing event, right? A week later, say for example, and in that unboxing event, you can open the transporter, and then maybe a week after that, of course, all this is going to be live, right? So we're going to do this together. And then a week after that, you can unbox your supercharger and then, start playing with your Rovi at that point. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. If in a situation like that, if everybody wants like back-to-back days, I mean, of course we can change it. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, but I think that's sort of like the framework of how we want to do this, so that people can have a chance to, open their boxes together, maybe like multi-live stream this event. Let's see. I got some questions here.
Yeah, let's go through a lot of these questions. There's definitely a bunch, and yeah, keep asking them, guys, because we like answering questions.
So MMX, it may be good to distribute an airdrop land token to all transporters before you can open the transporters. Then some people can keep their transporter unopened. Yeah, you still get a land even if you don't open your transporter. So it's all about where your Rovi is. If your Rovi is inside the transporter, then the land will be directed to where the Rovi is, right, in your wallet. So you don't necessarily have to open it to get a land. And it will be a token. So will there be a token? Yeah, of course. This is a play to earn game, so there's going to be a token specifically for Rovi. It looks like it's going to be called Gears for sure. Do the people who get early Rovies from the whitelist get an early access to the game or be part of beta testing? Yeah, that's a good question, Trunks. So if you were here on August 19th when we did when we allegedly started to do the pre-sale, and we fumbled the ball, and there was a whitelist, and then there was like a 48-hour period where Iman, Oscar, and I were basically on a call all day testing and iterating on the platform. And then as soon as we fixed a lot of stuff, we had a bunch of you guys help us test the actual payment process for Rovies. And it was very successful. Obviously, when we actually opened it up to the pre-sale, like 3 days later, there was no hitches. There was a little bit of delay getting the NFTs out, but ultimately everybody got their NFTs. So when it comes to gameplay and testing, yeah, we'll probably use that same model. We'll definitely test it with you guys and then release it to everybody else, whoever's interested in testing.
Yeah, we definitely very much appreciate everybody's contribution during that process because, I mean, obviously we got a lot done and we've talked about it on our previous calls and in the podcast. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the first like Rovi focused podcast we published on the Block Runner channel, definitely do that. It should be in the announcements feed. Just scroll up a little bit. We posted it a few days ago. But yeah, we discussed how the community literally like helped us, so much. You guys were there. You were ready and willing. Whenever we asked for volunteers and contributors to help us test things, there was never like a waiting period.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
And we want to continue that kind of community involvement with all of our development. So yeah, beta testing, alpha testing, whatever you want to call it, for like any kind of game deployment rollouts. For sure. I think this will become a normal part of this community, is like asking for more participation from you guys to get this stuff really ironed out. Because one thing is we don't want this project to take 2-3 years to build.
Yeah, definitely not.
We want to do it as quickly as possible, man, because like we want to start playing as much as you guys do.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna try to expedite the development process as much as possible. So it's going to involve like very speedy deployment of things, and whenever that happens, there's going to be a lot of bugs. There's going to be a lot of like kinks to be figured out. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of testing. But the end goal, meaning like the more help we get from you guys, the quicker we can roll this game out.
So Kim Possible, will land go to transporter owners or Rovi owners? It's the Rovi owners. So like I said before, you don't have to open your box in order to get the land. It's just what we don't want to happen is people assuming that if you open everything, right, you have 3 NFTs and you split those 3 NFTs into 3 different wallets. That doesn't mean you're going to get 3 different lands in each of those wallets, right? You'll get 1 land per Rovi per address. Hopefully that makes sense.
Wink, wink, right? Like hint, hint.
Yeah.
One land per address, you said?
So in other words, so let me give you a second example. So if you have 10 Rovies in one wallet, right? You open everything up. You have 10 Rovies in one wallet, you get 1 land.
Yeah. What are the 3 NFTs? So it's a transporter, a supercharger, which we don't have on display yet, but we will on the launching event on September 2nd. We're going to rendezvous back here, I think, potentially here, or maybe another location in Decentraland. But yeah, we're going to have the supercharger there as well. So we can, and then the Rovies, of course, will be there as well. Like, not sure which ones we'll have deployed and like to party with us, but we'll have some Rovies enrolled. But yeah, the supercharger, you could see them like spinning right now. If you go to OpenSea and check out your transporter NFT, there's a vessel within the transporter box, and there's 5 different models, right?
Yeah,
there's A, B, C, D, and E. That's the second NFT. So yeah, there's transporter, supercharger, Rovi, and potentially land. I mean, at 100%. So
yeah.
Yeah, man. So there's a lot of value we're creating in this ecosystem, and like how we started this conversation, it's going to be all about the beauty of the metaverse. Is it has to be hosted by the community, so therefore the community is going to reap the most reward for hosting all this content, which still a little crazy to explain at this point, but I think it's going to make sense once we start getting land hosts to host the content, players to engaging with the content, and then like the actual revenue streams are being distributed to all these different actors in the ecosystem, then it's like, okay, it all makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there are examples. Ethermon's like in early development of utilizing MetaZone for this technology as well. Corona zombies as well. So there's other examples already in existence. So like we know this works, right?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't some untested model.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely works, but we're just applying it now.
Yeah, if you were curious, our platform has generated over 3 million mana for creators, right? And so this model definitely works. And then up until and so now the NFTs are going to be distributed to all meta owners pretty soon here. It's just a matter of updating our system to recognize those NFTs to be specific to that meta. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that's clear.
Any other questions, guys? Because I think we're about to deploy this bot. Swooty's asking a question. Can you specify the special traits for the 500 pre-sale, 9,500 full sale, and the 101 reserved for giveaways?
I think the 500 pre-sale is just going to have a tag, like a meta tag, that's going to be called Invasion. And so for those people that got into the pre-sale, there's just going to be, I think, just cosmetic tag on the NFT itself. And so that's subject to change depending on, Oscar.
Yeah, definitely ping Oscar on that one. Let's see. The gears are unlimited supply. So the tokenomics is definitely not finished yet, but I think once we get closer to launch, for sure there'll be more tokenomic details.
Yeah.
Because like part of the process of the reason why is using the community generated funds to supply liquidity for the token. And of course, the token is going to be essential to, it's like the backbone of this play to earn economy, right? So the token has to exist no matter what. There are proper ways to launch tokens. So we definitely need to do it correctly, and it has to have proper liquidity. And then there's a lot of considerations to be made, but without question, like I think it's like the 60% marker on the roadmap, or maybe 80%.
Mm-hmm.
So even before we get to the land distribution part, like the tokenomics have to be figured out.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of building, the next metaverse for Rovi's if without having the actual play to earn stuff figured out? So
that's right. So yeah, let's do the giveaway. Let's do that. Okay. So give me a second, guys, before I'm gonna implement this bot here.
And while he's doing that, if you guys who are still lingering in Decentraland, it looks like there's about 15 of you or so. Can we, by any chance, organize ourselves around the replicator here? And so I could take a nice group photo. This will be like the first group shot of the Rovi community in Decentraland, I think. So yeah, if you guys can just let's line up. Yeah, TJ, you got the right idea. Thanks, dog. Easy. Ooh, I don't want to say your name. Angelo is here. Okay, nice, dude. Thanks, guys. This is perfect. Let's just make a nice orderly line. If anybody wants to stand on the actual platform, that'd be cool too. Juxton's pretty close to it. Beautiful. All right, I'm about to take the screenshot. Actually, I'm going to record this. 1 second. Yeah, man, this is a point in history for you guys. Like, you guys are definitely, this project's just getting started. So, like, this is a historic moment. Like, these are the first metas ever deployed in the metaverse. So this is really cool for all you guys who show up, man. I wish we had a POAP to commemorate this moment, but we don't.
Yeah.
A little impromptu, but yeah, we'll have a POAP we might do an event this weekend.
Yes.
That has a POAP. I'm not sure. Like, well, to be determined. But for sure, on September 2nd, we're going to have a POAP to really commemorate like the launching of the Roviverse.
All right, so everyone listening right now in Discord and on YouTube, make sure you're on Discord. Make sure you go to the live chat channel. The bot has been deployed. The giveaway is going to be one transporter NFT, and then interact with that giveaway bot with the emoji.
Dude, TJ, why are your memes so fire, dude? What's going on? This is going to be us before long. Ah, you know what? That's actually a pretty good representation, dude. I mean, these guys definitely do have some fire beards. So I look kind of like this guy on the right with the glasses and the
Oh
beard.
yeah.
That's kind of the long hair. How do I interact with the bot? There's gonna be like a confetti emoji.
Yeah.
When you'll see it whenever it's deployed, you just hit that little confetti marker, and then that's your name in the hat essentially. And then I think there'll be like a 5 to 15 minute wait time, 5 to 10, something like that. And then
Yeah,
the bot will just the bot will just automatically pick a winner. So
yeah, so I guess what are the big takeaways? So we explained metas.
oh, it's already deployed. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, it's deployed already.
Yeah, scroll up, guys.
The big takeaway, we talked about metas. A lot of you kind of understand, kind of been in the community before. there's a definitely a growing population kind of getting exposed to metas for the first time. What we believe is essentially in functional NFTs. I think that's going to really kind of dominate the space eventually. And yeah, so that's what metas are, and that's what you're getting when you're purchasing Rovi's, these functional NFTs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spooty, get up here, dude. I don't know if you're actually up here yet. You definitely need to be in this group photo. Let me know when you're up here, Spooty. So everybody maintain your positions.
On top, yeah.
Yeah, we're on top of the MetaZone tower. So yeah, run up to like the see-through looking building with all the different like games deployed. And by the way, guys, yeah, I guess it does cost money to play some of these games. But I was gonna say, like, if you have some mana, definitely try playing some of these games because these are like games that we built over a year ago. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of history in this tower, dude. It's very nostalgic to us.
Yeah, and I guess I have a question. What was it clear? The whole idea of the metaverse, and when you're interacting with the game content, you're actually interacting with another community member. Is that clear? Because I think that's such a big deal. It's kind of hard to grasp what that is really.
Are you asking me or
no? Just asking everybody in general. Is like, yeah, it's okay. Clear to, because I don't know, man. I think this is one of those points that are largely missed by almost everybody, and and that's essentially, I mean, that's why we think everybody's doing it wrong.
Okay, I'm recording, guys. Oh, someone else is running up the stairs. Get up here, Anubis. All right. I'm recording now. I think we got our OG crew. This is the starting point in Rovi history, I think, in Decentraland. So yeah, here we go. I'm making sure I get everybody's name in these shots. Uh-oh, I hear footsteps. I think someone else is on their way up here. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, we got Dead Polaroid. Can't make it. Angelo says, I am to battle another community member to get gears. Yeah, essentially, yeah. So in order to earn gears, it's a PvP battle, so player versus player. And you'll have to go and interact with a meta, which is owned by somebody, right? Either in Decentraland or in the Roviverse. And a detail that we didn't mention so far, if you're new to this, the Roviverse is playable on your phone. So you don't have to be in Decentraland, you don't have to download this like 10 gig file or anything like that. It's playable with just a phone and a browser.
Okay, Kim Possible. Yeah, we'll wait another few minutes. I mean, I'm already recording, but yeah, everyone maintain your positions so we can add in more bodies into this shot. Which realm we are in? It just says Fenrir, which is kind of weird to me. Usually there's like two a realm. It's like Fenrir Pink or Fenrir Amber, but in this case, we're just in Fenrir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or you can just click on Juxton's link to get there a little quicker. Okay, cool.
Okay, in a few minutes, this bot will pop and somebody will win a Rovi. But it seems like everybody understands the whole premise of everything. So yeah, when you're battling, you're actually interacting with somebody else's battle meta, and then if you win that battle, I mean, you're first of all you're battling a player, so when you win that battle, you would win gears tokens, and then you can use those gears to upgrade your battle bot and breed eventually, and then hopefully start competing with other play to earn economies out there. Okay, so Trunks, we are to expect daily quests and adventure mode rewards on top of getting gears from PvP, right? Yeah, so part of the PvE, a player versus environment experience, is designed to specifically upgrade your Rovi. And so what you will be doing in the PvE game is battling the environment. So I think maybe in the next couple of calls, we're going to have an enemy that's going to be really cool, right? It's going to be kind of unique to what we've seen before. But you'll be battling an enemy, and when you win that battle, you'll be collecting 1155 NFTs, right? It's going to be these materials that are needed to upgrade your Rovi. And so when you open your Rovi, you get this random stats, right? You get these RNG stats. And those stats are locked forever, right? They're unchangeable. But there are other stats that are changeable that you can upgrade by battling. And the idea is that we want this game to be simple but deep, right? And so you can opt to trade your Rovi or upgrade your Rovi and then use it to battle and earn gears tokens. So there's going to be a little bit of a strategy when it comes to PvP, but it's not like you're going to be playing Dota 2 or anything.
Yeah, please don't play Dota 2. That is definitely a soul killer of a game. I would know.
All right, let's see where this bot is. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions so far? So September 2nd is a big day. That's when you'll be able to acquire more of these Rovies and then get the opportunity to eventually get this thing open and see which random Rovi you get.
Oh my god, so funny. I know I don't have mic permissions, but I had to check if it was our roosters I was hearing. Yeah, I definitely have a rooster in my backyard. That's probably what you're hearing.
Yeah. Iman's prepared for the apocalypse. That's why he's got roosters.
That's right. I got a roster of like RL Rovies, if you want to call them that. Just like little chickens, dude.
IRL Rovies.
Oh no. I mean, they're definitely cool. They definitely produce yield, just like Rovies will.
Yeah,
you know,
Rovies
will earn you some type of valuable commodity into the future.
Yeah.
These chickens, dude. These chickens are resilient animals, dude. They live to winter storms, summer blasts.
Yeah. How do they? So they survived the Texas winter, the winter of 100 years.
Yeah.
Dang.
So yeah, we're making metaverse. Oh my god, what is that helmet, dude? That is wild. Oh, Sugar Club. Shout out to Sugar Club. Okay, Peter Grip. Okay, let me restart recording again. I gotta get that helmet in the shot.
So we got less than a minute. This bot will pop, and somebody will win a Rovi.
Okay. Everyone who's standing around, let's all do a little dance or something, dude. What's that? Hit 3. Everybody start hitting 3 if we can. Just let's get that. Let's get the dance vibes up in this recording. I don't know why there's no music. It's just I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, just imagine some music.
Yeah. Iman, are you Ant? I don't know what my name is. Yeah, I'm definitely like in a guest account, I think.
Yeah. Iman something else.
I'm the dude like with the cool looking dreads and like this windbreaker outfit.
Dude, Trey Waters looks like he's a winner. Look at that.
All right. Hell yeah.
Dude, congratulations. Dang, Trey Waters. Nice. So I'll send this to you in the next couple of minutes. It's pretty cool. Easy to kind of send out. Minted from the platform. But congrats, man. That's huge.
Congrats, Trey Waters, dude. Aren't you the one who started the community subreddit?
Yeah. Yeah, was that you? I think it was.
Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Thanks for that, Trey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess if you want to plug the Reddit, go for it. Because yeah, this we're gonna. I don't know how we. There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, if you guys want like an internet forum to discuss all these happenings, definitely use the Discord and the Reddit at your own leisure.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
mean, Oscar's in the call here. I guess if we miss anything, Oscar, you can chime in. But other than that, man, hopefully we were able to explain Rovi's the implications of it, like why a meta, why MetaZone, why the block runner. If you're kind of new to this space, like I know that you clicked on Discord on Rovi, and then all of a sudden it's like you're in MetaZone and the block runner. I was like, what is that? So
yeah, we've done a lot
yeah,
over our like blockchain careers, whatever you want to call it. That's why, and it's all happened here in this Discord. So
yeah.
what else? Yeah, so I'm going to be writing more content over the next week just to have more official details on things, because like during these calls we're kind of riffing on a lot of stuff, so it's not really set in stone official stuff yet, but it's like the stuff that's 90% there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like whatever's published on our actual Medium page, that's the official like record keeping of progress, you know what I mean? So there'll be a lot of that over the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
So we're gonna be talking to Litecoin Moses soon. I think tonight.
Yeah.
I think he's changed his name though, but yeah. So I think his name is Moses.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna be talking to him and share the news. Let others know about Rovi and what we're doing. I think this is super interesting, innovative, kind of unique in the space. I don't know of anybody doing anything similar to this, kind of launching a game in multiple metaverses, and then the game being a play-to-earn economy that's owned by the players, not by anyone else. And so there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more details to explain, but hopefully this is a good first intro into like the game mechanics, the 3 NFTs, and then what you're going to be able to do with these little guys.
Little guys. Okay, any last minute questions, guys? So we got our giveaway bot winner. Congrats to that. There is another Twitter giveaway happening, hosted by DJ Triforce. Really nice guy. Yeah. Shout out to him for hosting that. So you can find that on Twitter.
And last detail from Oscar. He says the additional trait will be added to transporters. It will be the 101 giveaway is a star. The 500 presale is going to be the invasion trait, and then the remaining 9,500 are going to be the origin, because after all these are distributed to everybody, that you're still going to be able to breed, so you're going to be able to generate more Rovies.
Yeah. So there has to be like distinguishable attributes to these origin species, if you know what I mean. Because yeah, this is going to be just like the metaverse is going to exist forever. We're laying out the components basically by NFTing the content of the game itself and allowing people who own that content to play it in this forever existing metaverse. That means this game is going to last forever too.
Yes, that's right.
So if you understand the implications of that, I mean, the metaverse, according to our beliefs and probably a lot of your guys' too, the metaverse is the next application layer for the internet. So as we know, the internet has billions of users. I think in the future, the metaverse will have billions of users as well.
100% agree.
So the fact that there's only going to be 10,000 origin Rovies in existence in that future event where, you know, the metaverse is billions of users strong, I mean, who knows what the hell the value of these things will be? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And
in the event that the metaverse does become that next generation internet application layer, then Rovies for sure will have a place in history.
Yeah, it will be. There's only, I guess, some doubt into that, only because it's so new. There was doubt with the internet. Obviously, there was a ton of doubt with Bitcoin, but now here we are, right?
Totally. Yeah, it might seem crazy what we're doing right now, but I mean, NFTs were crazy a year ago.
Around.
What?
Hold on, I'm spinning around. We're taking that picture. I'm facing the right way so everybody can see my screen, but I'm facing the wrong way for the picture.
Okay. Do your thing. Yeah, so the giveaway Rovies have a different trait. That's actually true, dude. There's only 101 Rovies that will be like giveaway Rovies. So I think we've already burned through like 15 or so.
Yeah.
So in the future, these are going to be like pretty, I mean, because they have distinguishable attributes, you know, they're going to be up for grabs, probably like in big community events, like I don't know, PvP tournaments, maybe like a big PvE quest, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So yeah, we still have a supply left. I think by the end of the September 2nd thing, we may be able to add some utility to these traits. There you go.
Yeah.
That's straight from the source.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, so let's take the last few pictures here and let's share this on Twitter, hashtag Rovi Invasion. And yeah, so we're gonna do more of these live calls. We're gonna try to schedule these so that we don't like surprise anybody, because we want to give everybody a chance to win a Rovi, of course. And so every live call will have a chance to win a Rovi, and so there'll probably be another one, maybe Saturday or something like that. We'll let you guys know for sure. But thank you guys for being here. Obviously, your time is very important, and we definitely appreciate you hanging out with us. Hopefully, if you come up with any other questions, just post them in the Discord. We're always, around, right? We're always in Discord. So yeah, appreciate you guys, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next call here.
Dope. Okay. See you later, everybody. Stay engaged. Yeah, 1 week out, and we'll officially the party will begin.
That's right. All right,
All right.
guys.